शङ्कापः प्रभववैभवमौनशक्तिं संस्तोष्यमाणमनिशं मुनिभिः सभायां सम्बोधनेन हृदयान्धतमः प्रकाशम् आनन्दमात्मरमणं शरणं प्रपद्ये।
उपासकानां यदुपासनीयम् उपात्तवासं वटशाखिमूले तद्धामदाक्षिण्यजुषा स्वमूर्त्यां जागर्तु चित्ते मम बोधरूपम् अद्राक्षम् अक्षीणदयानिधानम् आचार्यमाद्यं वटमूलभागे मौनेन मन्दस्मितभूषितेन महर्षिलोकस्य तमोनुदन्तम् विद्राविताशेषतमो गणेन मुद्राविशेषेण मुहुर्मुनीनां निरस्य मायां दयया विधत्ते देवो महान् तत्त्वमसीति बोधम् ममाद्यदेवो वटमूलवासी कृपाविशेषात्कृतसन्निधानः ओङ्काररूपाम् उपदिश्य विद्याम् आविद्यगध्वान्तम् अपाकरोतु। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण स्वानुभूतिसमुज्ज्वलां तमीडेऽहं सदा शुद्धं रमणेशमहेश्वरम्। देहं मृण्मयवज्जडात्मकमहं बुद्धिर्न तस्यास्त्यतो नाहं तत्तदभावसुप्तिसमये सिद्धात्मसद्भावतः कोऽहं भावयुतः कुतो वरधिया दृष्ट्वात्मनिष्ठात्मनाम् सोऽहं स्फूर्तिदया अरुणाचलशिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयम्। We have restarted. The Ulladhanarpada Anubandham. Anubandham is that which is added to Ulladhanarpada, the supplement verses. Most of the verses, as we said yesterday, are translations done by Bhagavan. Yesterday we saw a verse from Devi Kalotram. Sarva Upādhiyum சாராது உளச்சித்து உருவம் எது என்று உளத்து நிரந்தரம் அந்த சிவம் அகம் என்று அன்பால் தியானித்தே எந்த ஆசக்தியும் நீ ஏற்று. Is the 25th verse. அகில உபாதி அகன்ற அறிவு ஏது. Bhagavan has translated this verse in Tamil, in Anubandham, and also in Devi Kalotram. 2 works. So that shows the importance of this verse. Yesterday we spoke elaborately about this. The essential thing is dhyanam. Meditation. You may call it meditation or contemplation. Akhila dhyanam. Without getting distracted. In fact, to timelessly meditate. That is what Bhagavan says in Aksharamanamālai. Enna paattu? Raappagal illa veruveli veetil ramittiduvom va arunachala. Kangul pahalara nindra. Day, without day and night. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, I am very easily attainable to a person who trains himself to recollect me constantly. That is not possible if you are exclusively doing it. You have your prarabdha, your work, everything is happening, but you don't forget. Actually, Bhagavan recommended only that. When Annamalai Swami was going from Ramanashram to Palakot, behind Ramanashram, not much distance. Then he asked Bhagavan, what should I do? Bhagavan said, do whatever your prarabdha is, but don't forget. He planned an elaborate meditation, going up to Virupaksha Guha morning. And when you plan, naturally you have to plan everything. So lunch I will take from here, morning idli, and I will meditate there. All these plannings were done. Then Bhagavan said, this will become a knot in the heart. If you plan like this, we do not know when we are going to die. Suppose if we die now, you have to come back to take Italy to Virupaksha Guha. So, whatever work you have to do, but do not forget your real nature. Yesterday also we said that Krishna said in Gita, Mam anusmara yudhyacha. Let the fight go on, but do not give up the recollection. Do not give up the hold on me. Whether you take it as bhakti, then hold on Bhagavan. That is why all the great mystics, they struck upon the path of Namajapa. Because it is very simple. First of all, it is very simple. Then you need not memorize anything. If you say Ulladina Arpad, you have to memorize, then also it will finish by 20 minutes. Aksharamanamālai will be over by 20 minutes. Vishnu Sahasranamam will be over by 20 minutes. Rudram will be over. Purusha Suktam, everything will start and end. You need an utterly simple sadhana which has no beginning, no end. You need not strain to learn it, no memory, nothing. It is just a reminder to you to be awake. That's all. That is why all the great mystics, they suggested that you chant the Nama. And great saint, Tukaram, he said, you eat food, you work in the field, you have all your prarabdha karma, but do not forget the Nama. And Nama is not simply a sound, it is like a Mahavakya which tells you Tattvamasi. Every moment, you are the self. Don't forget. You are Atma, you are the Shuddha Chaitanya. And whatever you see is nothing but that. Everything is Upādhi. Upādhi means name and form. Here Bhagavan speaks about Upādhi. It's a Sanskrit word used in Tamil also. Upādhi means limitation. The body is a Upādhi. It has its own limitations. It superimposes limitations. It's not that easy to transcend that limitation. So that is called Upādhi. And what is this name and form? And what is the self? You add three more things to it. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Asti, Bhati, Priyam. Existence, awareness, and a strange experience of the self as bliss. Along with that, name and form. Asti, Bhati, Priyam, Nama, Rupam. If you give up the name and form, I have to take a photo of you without name and form. How is it possible? There was one great sage in Kerala, Narayana Guru. He was a jnani. They arranged a photographer to take a photo of him. So this photographer, he was a very, like Bhagavan, he was a very Gambhira Purusha. How can we say about it? It was very, it was a mighty personality, very serious. And his silence and... so there will be naturally a hesitancy to... You cannot just, even with Bhagavan, he was 24 hours available, but you cannot just walk and talk to him. That is what Paul Brendan also felt. The sage is available, but you don't feel that he is a person with whom you can talk in equal terms. That Gambhirya was there. So even to break that border, it took him 3 days for him, who had interview with so many people. Like that, this photographer was just waiting for an occasion with a lot of hesitancy. So, then the sage asked, Narayana Guru asked, what are you going to do? Oh, he said, I want to take a photograph of Swami. Oh, you will take? Yes. There is a ripe mango in the tree. So Narayana Guru pointed out that and said, can you take the photo of that ripe fruit? He said, yes, of course. Can you take the photo of its taste? It's rasam. He kept quiet. Then he said, okay, you take the photo. Just allowed, that's all. But the essence is, this name and form is nothing. But the whole world is full of name and form. All our television, mobile, internet, all YouTube. Because YouTube, you can never feel. You can never experience. Experience happens in the iTube. The YouTube is a drishya vastu. You are seeing it, name and form. But I is not drishya. It is directly experienced. That is consciousness. The drishyam is name and form. So everything is name and form. You suppose somebody says, you see the movie without name and form. Can you see it? No. You are seeing the movie, you are having lot of feelings, but that is all unreal because Sat Chit Ananda is missing. In our experience, that existence, awareness and bliss is hiding behind all these names and forms, emotions, thoughts. Everyone is having the experience of the self, but it is hidden. So, what are we going to do? Remove the covering. Upādhi. Akhila upādhi ahaṉṭṛa aṟivu. All the limitations, the veil, āvarana is removed. The covering is removed. When you uncover, you behold the effulgence. Akhila upādhi ahaṉṭṛa. Actually, although Bhagavan here says you have to uncover, there is nothing to uncover. He simply says, hold on to the I, the aham, without mixing it with anything else. The job of uncovering is the tradition. Neti, neti, neti. I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am not the ego. This is the method. But Bhagavan's method is, it is generally, there is a terminology in Vedanta about it, what they call a Sanat Kumara Vidya. Means, don't go to neti, neti, no nisheda, directly hold on to the truth because you are already having it. Bhagavan spoke about both, but he gave direct instruction that what you are experiencing in you as the aham, as I am, is the Atma, it is Brahma, it is truth. You need not attain it, achieve it, become. You can come forward because somebody will come and open the door. So, Sarva upādhi, akhila upādhi, ahaṉṭṛa aṟivu. Upādhi is the conditioning, limitation. I am a man, I am a woman, I am so and so. Without that, the simple presence, existence, aṟivu, one's own existence. See, body has no aṟivu. Body never says I am. Generally in Vedanta we will say I am not the body. But Bhagavan will reverse it. He will say the body never says I. Great clarity. The body never says I. You can use, like in the small booklet of Bhagavan, who am I? He begins with this negation. That I am not the body, I am not the senses, I am not this, I am not that. That is a help. When you sit for meditation, in the beginning you do that. I am not this, I am not this, I am not this. After pushing aside everything, what remains as the essence, as existence? Aṛivu, unarvu. In Tamil, Bhagavan uses the word unarvu, pure consciousness. And here Bhagavan says that is Shiva. Adu a-c-śivam. That is Shivam. That is the real implied meaning of I. Aham padartha. The implied meaning of I is that. It is that pure consciousness. Anisham. Anisham means constantly. It is also a Sanskrit word. See, this is a Tamil work, but akhila is Sanskrit, Upādhi is Sanskrit, aham is Sanskrit, śivam is Sanskrit, anisham is Sanskrit, dhyanam is Sanskrit, asakti is Sanskrit. Every Indian language is filled with like that. Mostly Tamil alone, very less. It can stand without much Sanskrit. But you come to Malayalam or Kannada or Hindi or Telugu, it's all filled with Samskrita. So here, because Vedantic terminologies also. So, without the other, the aham is purna, it is atma, it is shuddha chaitanyam. So, dhyanam, akhila dhyanam. In a way we can say, what are we searching? Have we come to Tiruvannamalai to do some research or to become academically more proficient? No. We have come here, the attraction in spiritual life is really for a spiritually intuitive person. He will not be overtaken by intellectual flights or anything else. His attraction, his pull is meditation, samadhi, that state. It just sweeps you. You want that. People ignorantly indulge in pleasures because it gives a not good meditation. It also gives meditation, but it just drains you out. Even seeing mobile, you don't think any other thought comes to you. No. So you meditate in that cinema. But the real, see, all of us are meditators. In fact, the only one who don't meditate is a jnani. Because he has nothing to meditate. His very self is samadhi. So you can say in samadhi there is no meditation. Because generally meditation means you are thinking about one thing, focusing on one thing. But in samadhi, akhila upādhi ahaṉṭṛa aṟivu, all the other is gone and it is shining by its own light. So, now coming to sadhana. Hence, atanal, Bhagavan says atanal, hence, anisham ahala dhyanam. Anisham means constantly. Ahala dhyanam means without giving up. In Upādhi part, Bhagavan beautifully gives santatam, means constantly. Shalipara, without getting bored. Santoshamagave, any sadhana you are doing, these three are very helpful. Constant, without getting bored, and happily. Not like homework doing child. Not like that. You are doing that dhyanam with so much joy, so much happiness. So, santatam, shalipara, santoshamagave. What should I do? Appalam ittupar. Make the appalam. So, that means meditate. So, here also, meditate. What meditation? Aham a-c-śivam. I am the Shiva. Very well known. Many people are singing now. Mano buddhyahankara chittani naham. Na cha shrotra jihve na cha ghrana netre. Na cha vyoma bhumirna tejo na vayuhu. Chidananda rupa śivō'ham śivō'ham. Somehow we don't know. Even those who do not understand the meaning, they are fascinated by śivō'ham śivō'ham. I am Shiva. I am that Shiva. Swami Vivekananda used to narrate one incident about 100 years back when some of those sadhus were sitting on the bank of Munikiriti, Ganga, that Shivananda ashram is there, that side. On the other side of the Ganga, what they call Swargashram. That side, a sadhu was meditating. Even now, tigers are there. Leopards are there. Very rarely these tigers become man-eaters. So this sadhu was deeply in meditation. Then they were seeing that a tiger pounced upon him and caught hold of him and was pulling him away, and the sadhu delightfully was saying śivō'ham, śivō'ham, I am Shiva, I am Shiva. With joy he was saying, I am Shiva. So this is aham a-c-śivam, I am that Shiva. I am that pure consciousness. It is not for half an hour or 1 hour, anisham, constantly, always. Mahattē means in the heart. Meditation becomes effective when whatever you take, whether it is mantra, whether it is contemplation, it opens the heart. Till then, it is not meditation, it is not alive. It is mechanical. So, mahattē, ahalat dhyanam. Ahala means no interruption. Without interruption, meditation. How is it possible? Why is it not possible? Asakti. The obstacle to constant meditation is what? Attachment. There is a story that one person became bald-headed, one king. He had a very intelligent physician. He called him, I want medicine to grow hair. These days they are tailoring hair there. So he said, then the physician said, there is no medicine for 2 things. One is baldness, the other is jealousy. These 2 things, no medicine. എന്താ മലയാളത്തിൽ പറയും, കഷണ്ടിക്കും അസൂയക്കും മരുന്നില്ല. So then king, he is king after all. Most of the kings, they will be foolish. Any ruler, any head of an institution, generally, they will be deluded. So this king thought he is very powerful. He said, if you don't obey me, you don't find medicine for baldness, you will be killed. What to do? So he just was contemplating. He had a very wise, very clever son. He said, Father, I will tell you a method. Then this youngster, he gave the method. So the father acted as if he was doing some great experiment, just like this corona, medicine for corona. They were experimenting, and suddenly one day appeared. We don't know whether it is working or not. Like that, some medicine he brought, and he gave it to king. To king he said, this is certainly very powerful medicine. Hair will grow like forest. So, but one thing, when you take this medicine, you should not think about a monkey. Only condition. The king said, why should I think about monkey? I don't think about monkey every day. Okay, I just told you, that's all. So next day morning, he was about to take the medicine. Queen came, don't think about monkey, she said. She is equally wise. So then he started, if you would have not reminded me, I would not have thought about it. Then the midday, somebody was there, minister, to remind him not to think. And till evening he was telling himself, I should not think about monkey, I should not think about monkey, I should not think about monkey. Next day morning he had Vanara Sakshatkara. Everywhere monkey. Everyone appears like monkey. So like that you say, don't think, it will come. So asakti is like that. When you want to meditate on the self, asakti comes. Generally Bhagavan don't say renounce the world, give up attachment, but that doesn't mean he do not have the, he is not giving you the message. Here he says, and in another patigam, in Stuti Panchagam, there is a very powerful line where Bhagavan says, Porul Nadu Sutram Udu Varunadi Patri Ulam Marul Nadal Atru Nidamum Terul Nadu Ulatil Nal Arul Nadi Nirkum Avar Irul Nashamutru Bhuvimer Tarunaruna Kadirin Arul Nadumutru Sukha Varunalayatil Iriva. A person who realizes the self dissolves in the ocean of bliss, Sukha Varunalaya. But he should be absolutely free. Free from attachment to Porul. Porul means money, wealth. That means mine. I want this, Porul. Then I want to buy this land, that land. And people say, what are you doing? Real estate. Most unreal estate. And it is named real estate. I want to buy this land, that land. Nadu. Then Sutram, relatives. We think they will help, but that becomes great problem. Attachment and various kind of problems arise from that also. Sutram, then Varnam. Varnam means caste, creed, all that. This caste, this nationality, all that you can say, it is all Varnam. By all that, Marul Nadal, the mind becomes heavy. The mind becomes darker and darker by ignorance. And it is not very lucid to abide in the self. It is not available to abide calmly in one's own real nature. So unless you make it free, unless you release it from all these grips, it will not that easily, it will not abide in the self. So when you release it from all these, Marul Nadal Atru Nidamum Terul Nadulatil Nal Arul Nadi. When the mind turns inward, see, Bhagavan says, when you become free of this and the mind is inward turned, then you come in contact with grace. Generally, we say, I want grace, Bhagavan, I want. Grace cannot be handed over like that. If you want grace, do this. You are already given grace of wisdom, intelligence. Use that intelligence and release you from all prison houses. Small, small things. My pen. My slipper. My name. Many things. They hold our attention. Prison you psychologically, not physically. Physically you can understand. Psychologically it imprison you. So, free yourself from that and let the mind go inward, then you will, in Buddhism, there is a beautiful word that they use. They call it stream winning. You win the stream. In the sense, the mind is always going out. Srotapanna, that is what they say. The mind is always going out. It has become 5 streams. Panjabakesha. Punjab. It is Punjab now. Apa means water. Punjaba means 5 waters. Through the eyes, through the ear, through the nose, through the tongue. The streams are going out, scattered as various objects, names and forms. Now you are collecting that mind and turning it inward. And when sufficiently it becomes singular force, and it sufficiently you push it inward, then you find a stream which can take it inward. This is not Buddhism that I am saying. Atmasrotasi samvibhavyam. There is Bhagavata, and Bhagavan also says that. Bhagavan very beautifully in Tamil he says, when you inquire and go within, about his own experience, he once remarked, உள்ள இருக்கிற நெருப்பு அதை சாப்பிட்டுடுத்து போய். There is a fire inside which swallowed the mind. There is a fire inside which swallowed the individual sense, ego. So, that mind, when it goes inward, arul nadi, it comes in contact with arul, with grace. Once it touches that grace, Shankaracharya gives a very beautiful expression in somewhere in the Bhashyam. It says, Ishvara Sharira Samparkaha. It is a word, very mystical word. You come in contact, intimacy with the Shariram, with the body of Ishvara. In the sense, you feel you are in safe hands. You feel the compassion. It is like a small child sitting in the lap of his or her mother, feeling safe, very safe. Like that, when the mind finds lodging in that land of grace, you cannot buy it by anything. You cannot buy it by your effort outside. When you sufficiently turn it inward, antarmukha, then it enters the stream of grace. Then, so for that, akhila asakti ahaṉṛṭa, remove all attachment, ruthlessly remove. No way. People confuse attachment with love. They think attachment is love. Due to attachment, a father who is a surgeon cannot do surgery to his son or daughter. He might be a very well-known, most efficient surgeon, but he cannot do surgery to his own child. Why? Attachment. He needs some other surgeon. Generally, also a guru cannot teach his son. Some other guru is needed. Because the attachment is a great hurdle to impart. So what is the use? Where is love? Our challenge is removing it, then you find dharma. Patanjali in Yoga Sutra says, when the mind is cleansed of this asakti, the yogi's mind becomes a cloud of heavily filled cloud of dharma. then it becomes Dharma-Megha. Nirvichara-Vaisharadyam. That's a very beautiful word in Yoga Sutra. Nirvichara-Vaisharadyam. Vaisharadyam means skill, expertise. The person who is an expert in not initiating thoughts. He is expert in remaining in the heart in absolute stillness, silence. That is the abhyasa. Even when we sit for satsanga, what is this every day speaking the same thing? Nothing special. It is just a nirvichara vaisharadyam. We are doing something for some time, just quietude. And vaisharadyam is more and more that becomes natural. Then such a person's inner center becomes a Dharma-Megha. Then what is right will happen through him. What is good will happen through him. That is the only way to be authentic. Such a person is called apta. He is an authentic person. Pramanika. So asakti, attachment is a problem. Spiritual life, Buddha, after toiling for 12 years, he declared how to attain nirvana. He said, give up attachment. And Krishna gave a tablet. How can a householder live in house peacefully? He said, you can be very peaceful. How? Give up attachment to wife, to children, to house, to your bank deposit. You need not give up. Attachment to give up. Then, griham tapovanam. Your house will become tapovanam. I am not able to do that. What? Then take a sannyasa. Renounce. Somehow protect yourself. You need not take to outer renunciation. You can do it wherever you are, provided you have first of all, you know the seriousness of the problem. Why you are not having peace? Why you are disturbing others' peace? Both. We all know that. Our peace is gone and others also don't have peace because we love them. Neither am I peaceful, nor will I allow you to be peaceful. So, due to asakti, attachment. So, akhila asakti ahaṉṭṛa. Bhagavan says, akhila asakti, all attachments. One day some people came from Chennai to Ramana ashram. It's not a very well-known story, but it happened. And the purpose was somehow to kidnap Bhagavan to Chennai. Because they are very good devotees. They thought Tiruvannamalai is not a good place to stay. Very barren. Don't compare Tiruvannamalai now with Tiruvannamalai about 20 years back. See, all this greenery came after finding this borewell. Before that, no water also. No water bodies. Many water bodies are there, but they will very rarely become full. And no shops, no staying place like lodge or anything, nothing. So, and added to it, leopards will be there. And during Bhagavan's earlier period, tiger was also there. So they thought, we will take Bhagavan to Chennai. Why not? So many Mahatmas are there, they are all traveling. Why Bhagavan alone should stay here? So they decided to take a big ashram in Chennai somewhere to make perhaps hundreds of acres of land and build an ashram. But they wanted first to convince ashram president. I don't know whether they did it. Then on the way to Tiruvannamalai itself, some problem came. Because they were coming in a bus. You imagine so many people. The bus tumbled down. There itself they were afraid. It was an accident. After that they came here. And Kunju Swami, very saintly person, very humble servant of Bhagavan. He was not even aware why they have come. They took him also with them to open this topic in Bhagavan's presence. So all of them went to Bhagavan's Sannidhi. Even before they could say, Bhagavan was like fire. His eyes was red. He started firing Kunju Swami left and right in Malayalam. In Malayalam, he said, somebody has come and you do not even know why they have come, without paying attention for the sadhana for which you have come. You are coming with the visitors for recommendation. Kunju Swami had no idea why they have come and why they have called. But their greatness is Bhagavan, if Bhagavan is angry with me, if Bhagavan is firing me, I should have done something wrong. That was their surrendered attitude. He simply kept quiet and said yes. And it's very rarely, Bhagavan will become Rudra. It's only outer, surface. But you cannot bear it. Occasions where he will become like that is when you show some speciality to him, not giving to others. Then he will spit fire. Once it happened with Varanasi Subbalakshmi Amma. She wanted to show some speciality to Bhagavan. Only for Bhagavan give him curd. For all others buttermilk. Because the doctor has recommended it. So inside the vessel, she kept a special big spoon. And in that, there was curd. And for all others, the other spoon will work. Buttermilk. So when she came to Bhagavan, she was also a very innocent lady. Somebody has given her this clever idea. And they caught hold of her as the victim. So she took that spoon and put curd in Bhagavan's leaf. Bhagavan will be very alert. He knew. So he looked at all other leaves and looked at her and said, Subbalakshmi Amma, enna potrukka? What is this? She said, Bhagavan, Thair, Vasham. He said, this is poison to me. This speciality is poison to me. That is not simple remark. That day after that, she was shivering. And there was high fever after that. After 1 or 2 days, other cooks in the ashram, they said, Bhagavan, you got angry with her and she is having fever. One said, what did I say? You should never forget the spiritual teachings, samatva. You should see Bhagavan in everybody. So like that here also Kunja Swami later on came to Bhagavan. Because these people, they ran away. They gave up the idea. They didn't even open that subject. Then Bhagavan, when Kunja Swami came, said, don't forget the purpose for which you came. Many people will come, don't think Maya will come to you only as a man or woman or money, like that. They will come and tell you, I will give you a big temple, big ashram, this, that. That is all. Some people will come and give you free mobile. Everything is over. So, this, be alert. Jagrata hoy jagrata. So this is akhila asakti ahaṉṛa. Remove all asakti, all attachment to objects, things outside which will steal your attention. Because what you need for jnanam is attention, shraddha. And these things, there are things around you, individuals around you, ideas around you, events happening around you, which can steal your attention. So there, be careful. Uttishtata jagrata. Uttishtata means be awake to the purpose of life. Jagrata means don't fall back. So this is the 25th verse. And next verse is very well known from Yoga Vasishta. Vidha-vidhamam nilaigalallam vicharam shet. Michayar paramapadam yadunrundo adanaye dridamaha ahattal patri anavaradam ulahil vilayadu veera. The world is not real. For a jnani, ultimately the world is not real. Unnecessarily don't take everything real serious. It is unreal. So learn to play in the world. Sport. Why this creation like this? Vyasa says in Mahabharatam, in Brahma Sutra, it is Ishvara's sport. Lokavat tu lila kaivalyam. Like the world, it appears as the world with so much good and bad. It is his lila, it is his sport, it is his play. For the illumined person also, this worldly life, he will also have his prarabdha, the worldly life, that he takes very lightly as a sport, as a game. Vilayad. And here Guru is giving instruction, because Rama is the disciple and teacher is Vasishta, Yoga Vasishta. And Rama should not become a sannyasi. He should be a warrior. He should kill Ravana, he should fight. So many things have to happen in his life. So there Vasishta told him, hold on to this knowledge inside you, this awareness inside you, and oh Rama, play the game. Don't take it very seriously. Vidha-vidhamam nilaigalallam. After inquiring into all the states of varying nature, this is, we have to see that. Then holding firmly in the heart that state of supreme awareness, without any trace of ignorance, O valiant one, perform your part in the world, considering it as a mere play. So these two songs, very beautiful, that we will see. Because play also sometimes becomes very serious. Last week I was in Bangalore. Night 11:30, everywhere there was dynamite. Some explosion was happening. So I came out of the room, looked this side, something was exploding. This side also something was exploding. Some firework was happening. Then I thought, is it January 1st? No. How can January 1st come in June? Then I thought whether it is in the Upādhi, New Year of Karnataka. No, that is not possible. That is also over. Then what is this? Then I thought Pakistan is bombing. They are putting bombs. So now the war just now finished. So we are going to end. We can call everybody, very rare opportunity, and tell Tata bye-bye. We are going to leave. Now they will put bomb. I just woke Satish up and said, see, somebody is bombarding. Then he said, no, India has won the IPL, Bangalore has won the IPL match. This is the thing. And after that you see so many deaths by stampede. The game becomes a serious issue. Sport becomes a serious issue. Here, Bhagavan is saying, serious life you make it a sport. Reverse. Serious things when they happen, make it a sport. But sometimes sport becomes very serious. Sometimes sport becomes very boredom. In our younger days, if we sit for seeing test match, very boring. The baller also comes and puts very slow ball. And some expert batsmen in our country, they will keep the bat and lie down. So like that it is very boring. So the dynamic side of the life, Leela, and Bhakti they say Leela, just sport. That we will see tomorrow. Lokavattu Leela Kaivalyam. Yato matmo bhavasittumev tato navachyam makinchidasti yathataveshtam kurumam tatheva tvam atmanatham ramanam bhajam.